Hey everybody. Real quick, got the truck all prepped. I pulled the fire extinguisher off, ground down the rusty areas, painted it, and we're gonna put the drum box on, that toolbox. And so the boys are gonna help me do that. Here it is. I'm gonna pull off the this protective coating because I think it'll be easier to do it. Right now, when it's not on, I'll do the doors when it's up, but I think this other stuff I'm going to do right now, get that stuff off, and then we'll be getting that back up on there. I've got the lines disconnected. I did find out that I won't be able to hook a hose up to these lines like an idiot. That's brake lines, so it's only going to receive pressure when I'm pressing on a brake. But somebody else had already hooked up air line to it. It's underneath here. I had drawn that out. I'm going to trim that down. It's got a connector going into it, something coming out of it. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm going to trace all these hoses back and figure out what it is. But for now, we're going to get this bad boy on, and that'll be today's party for the truck. Hello. Truck time. Well, I put these headlights in, and I like how they look, but they've got a really crappy beam on them. I mean, like it's bad. So, and then this one here doesn't even work on high beam; it just quits. So, probably a bad bulb, but whatever. Every bulb I looked at for these LEDs just has two outputs on each side, which that's not sending a good beam out. So I ordered a couple different ones, and I'm not going to bore you with me putting them in, but I'm going to put them in right now, and then I'll bore you with looking at them when they're all in. Okay, see ya in a few minutes. Happy Saturday, everybody. Just want to let you know, my wife and I are here at the hangar, are polishing on Frosty, and just got done doing the hood, and she's working on the drum box, toolbox. Looks freaking awesome. So I just want to give you a quick little heads up here. I did not get this headlight changed, but I did get that headlight changed, and what a huge difference that is. That one actually puts out light. That one just, I don't know, looks cool, but no light. So anyway, you can see I've been polishing on this thing for quite a while now. My wife went online and found this little polishing pad set, and it was from Amazon, and I don't get paid by these guys or anything, but I gotta tell you, I've done this whole side of the truck now. Well, okay, that up there, and then this little square right here has not been done, but everything else has been. I polished the steps, which I think I kind of screwed myself, because now I have to polish them all, and it really tears up the pads, as you can see by all the pad crap laying around. Yeah, I used this screaming drill. I don't even know what to call it. It's a polisher. It goes to like 900 RPM. Mac tools. By Pale Steve Rowe. Anyway, back to this real quick. Car Road. I don't know. It's from Amazon. How much was it? 18 bucks for this packet? Oh, she's listening to her book, so she can't hear me. I think it was 18 bucks. And what you get are all of these. Go down the line here. You get this wool for heavy cut. I did not do this the first time I did the truck, or the one part of the hood. But I've done it now on everything else, and it works really well. You go from that to the green one. You can see mine are all beat up. This is the last run for these. I got a whole nother box because she got me two. You go to the yellow, medium cut. I just went right down the line. There's no instructions, but I figured that's what you do. Then you go to the orange, just light cut. And let me tell you, nothing burned through the paint. Nothing damaged it. Blue, red, and then the one that's on there now is your what do they call that? It's your waxing one. So I put some. I'm only using Meguiar's cleaner wax as my final finish, but for my cutting material, I used this Meguiar's one-step compound. Let me tell you, it's just really works good, and I'm not afraid of burning through the paint on it. I've got my Mac Tools dual action polisher. I guess price-wise, this thing is not for the faint of heart. It's like 360 bucks or something like that. And I'm only telling you that because, not to brag that I can spend 360 bucks, but because to me, when you're doing something that's that size, it's really, I mean, I did buy this one over here from Harbour Freight for I think it was like 60 bucks. It's a lot lighter, but I'm corded, so when I'm trying to get around things and get up on things, that cord really, gets caught under the dang tire, gets caught under the, the rails or the mud flaps and crap everywhere. The only thing I'm using it for right now is I'm just using that to remove the wax after my final do with that one there. So, but this Mac, I mean, it's heavy. It's pretty stout. It's got a huge freaking battery on it that weighs a freaking ton. But I'll tell you what, I'm finding that as I go along, it's not quite as heavy as it was the first day I started. So you know what that means? Hell yeah, I'm building me some biceps. All right, anyway, just wanted to clue you in on that. I'm going to take a couple pictures of the final on the hood, and I think Zell and I are going to try to install the blind spot mirrors, maybe a couple of lights on the sleeper before we head out. She wants to go shopping, so we'll do that. All right, peace out. Talk to you later. Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday. Just want to give you an update on the truck. I know, the truck again. But that's really, there is. We have the bearing still here because we had to send the exhaust out to get tweaked, because when he test flew it, it was hitting the exhaust, or hitting the, engine mount, and put it dead short into the cabin in the airframe. So we had to send that out, get that reworked. And today's Sunday, so again, the guys have done a fantastic job and have cleaned out the hangar. So I'm in here, and my wife is in here with me, and we are working on the Frosty the Kenworth. A little update on it. We've got had the old hitch pulled off. Now we've got these guys here moved back. I've got that steel plate is in that box. We're going to put a steel plate down on here, bolt her down. We started drilling on Thursday, I guess it was, because I took Friday off. And we need a 5/8 inch drill bit with a more powerful drill. So that's what we're waiting on now. But we got everything cleaned. All the rust is cleaned off. Everything's painted up, and we did that. Got lights down the side of the drum box. They're nice. One of my more favorite things at the moment is this here. We got lights down underneath, and I'll just tone those down a little bit. But I really like how this is gonna be when everything's back together. I mean, this is a campground rig, so gotta be cool going to the campground, right? I put one light bar on each side of the engine inside. I got 2 light bars underneath the cab in the front here. Oh, they're up there somewhere. Got 2 light bars back there underneath the sleeper, and then 2 way in the back, just underneath the decking here. And we're going to run decking all the way back to the steel plate so we can walk on this thing. So today is today we are, or I should say, I am right now polishing, because I want to get some more lights installed. My wife's going to help me do that. But we're polishing down this side. Carter had worked on it on Friday, and got way up to the top, so you can see that's all nice and shiny. It's really hard to see, but everything up there is really shiny. I've got it down here. Let me back that up a little bit. So I got through my process, and now I've got wax on it. We're going to pull the wax off here in a second. So let this set up, and then we're going to pull these fairings off and the steps off. Steps I'm going to polish. I screwed myself on that deal, but I'm going to polish all the steps. I got all the stuff for it already. And that's pretty much it for right now. My steering wheel project never came to fruition because I couldn't find the correct adapter for the steering shaft in this thing, and all these guys are telling me that I have an aftermarket steering wheel and all this stuff, and I'm like, no, it's pretty much the one that I'm positive came with it. Just the shaft is a lot smaller than T03 or a T04. I ordered the smallest adapter that they made, and that was too small. Another thing we did is we put these blind spot mirrors on it, and I'm not going to drive a tractor without being able to see everything around me. So my wife and I put these on, and I've got one more mirror that's going to go up above the door, and then we'll be able to get the door vent shades on. This one has it on it, but we're going to pull it off because at some point in life somebody left that light on and it melted the vent shade up there, so that's getting new. Next biggest projects are going to be I'm going to go through and inspect all tires. I'm going to get probably have to get a couple tires for it. One of them's flat and it's weather checked pretty bad, so have to get a new one, at least one, but I need to go and really inspect all the tires and check them. The steers were new. Vinny told me they were new, and bonus was when I pulled the battery box open, all the batteries are brand new. So my gosh, that was pretty awesome to find. Brake wiring is going to be going in this week, so we're going to get the hitch done this week. Get that on. The hitch over there will be mounted on. Then I got to get all the wiring done. I got to figure out how to cap off these guys for air. I haven't figured that out, and I still got to figure out where all this goes with this this air chuck on it. Maybe I can. Obviously I got to get rid of all this line, but maybe I can put it out the side somewhere where I can get to it, access it. Fenders are off, obviously, because we had to pull tires off to get to bolts. And yeah, just polishing. I don't know what else. A lot of stuff. Gotta get all the lights on. I gotta get the inverter in for the microwave. I got one more headlight to install because I just haven't had time to start grinding away on the headlight bucket. Oil filters here, fuel filters are here, coolant filters here. I've got new hub covers coming because these are all pitted. They look nice from a distance, but they're pretty pitted out. But oh, and I got my cameras. This is all for the camera. We have 2 cameras on board, so I've got to get all that stuff. I got to measure out for length of camera wiring, and yep, and I need an extinguisher for inside. That's right, I want to put one inside the cab. Let's see, what is this? Oh, it's a gang rocker. I'm going to send that back. These are lights. Fuel injector. I did buy a little toolbox for inside the drum box, so that'll go in there. And yeah, and then there's a lot of polishing that needs to get done on the steps. And I polished the tank out as good as it's going to be for now. The thing looked like crap underneath the fairing. I could have just left it, but I don't know. I'm just kind of mental that way, so I had to at least make it look, I don't know, 10-15 foot distance look good. Yeah. Still got to get underneath there and, you know, clean stuff underneath like that. And I don't even know why, just because I know it's dirty. So it's got to get cleaned. All right, so I'm going to wipe that side off, and then we're going to install lights and then call it a day for today because she's got to work early in the morning. And I'll be back here tomorrow, and I'll be chugging away on this thing. I really need to get this thing on the road so I can start driving it, get a good feel for it. And I want to just throw myself in it with a camper, you know, 45-foot camper, and just start dragging all over the countryside here. So anyway, that's it for now. I will catch up to everybody later. All right, see ya.